Hey everybody, this is Duffeck with the new real estate team at eXp Realty in Austin, Texas. And I am super excited today, really for 3 reasons. Number one, it's a beautiful day. All the rain is over here in Texas for this week. I love the sunshine. Number two, my man James Swanwick sent me these super cool Swanee sunglasses. I know they got that Texas orange color, but you know what? They are like old school blue blockers, and they're helping me block all this blue light from my computer screen. And I've been well rested from wearing these at night when I'm on the computer. Nice. So I think everybody should really have a pair. So I just want to give him a quick shout out for the Swanee sunglasses. But number three, the main reason is I got my man Alejandro Juarez with me. And you know that he's an expert on home loans here in Austin. And we're going to pass on a couple quick questions that were recently asked to me and see if Alejandro can help us today. So thanks, everybody, for joining us. Alejandro, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you so much for that introduction. I'm having a great day. I'm outside. I'm here at the domain, about to meet up with some other mortgage lenders here and do some good networking. But wanted to drop by and talk to you guys about mortgage a little bit.
Okay, well, real quick, how does one start the process with actually getting a mortgage? Can you wrap that up for us in a nutshell?
Yeah, I mean, quickly, the most important thing is for them to do what is the simplest: open and start an application. It's a lot like going to go see the doctor, right? People are really terrified of sharing a lot of their most sensitive information with a lender, but it is a necessary part of this process. We need you to go to our website. We need you to apply. Give us all of the tools and all of the information necessary to help you make the most educated decision. So you have to reach out, get a referral from your real estate agents. They're the ones that are out there on the field and know the best mortgage lenders out there. So you got to start with reaching out to your loan officer for sure.
Now, what documentation is required to get started with a mortgage?
Right, so that'll depend a little bit on the client themselves, right? But in essence or in general, what we need from our clients is always 2 years tax returns. We absolutely need that to be able to see what types of income they're bringing in to their household every year. We also need 2 years of their W-2s. We need 2 months of their bank statements. We need a month of their pay stubs, and then obviously their driver's license or some form of identification. All of those things let us get a picture of what our borrower can qualify for. Tells us things like their income, tells us whether they're self-employed or salaried, if they have a salary job. We need all of that information. It's tough information to give up, but we absolutely have to start there.
Now, as a real estate agent, I understand the difference between a pre-qualification and a pre-approval letter when someone makes an offer on one of my listings. Can you please explain?
Yeah, I mean, I'll mention this in the kindest way possible, and that's just that pre-qualifications don't mean a thing. If you are getting pre-qualified and you're going to pre-qualification, you want to be really careful with that, because in essence, a pre-qualification is a look into your credit history and potentially even your income, but it is not a thorough enough view of your profile as a borrower. They're not looking at things like your tax returns. They're not looking at things like whether you have the appropriate employment history to get approved for a home. You want to make sure that you're pre-approved, because a pre-approval means that your loan officer has all of the documents that they need to actually make that assessment. If they don't have the documents and they haven't made the appropriate assessment, you can be in a position down the road where you've gone under contract, you've paid your earnest money, you've paid your option money, you've paid for an inspection, and then they start finding out all of these other pieces that are hidden that they should have caught in a pre-approval that unfortunately weren't. So I would definitely steer all of my clients towards a pre-approval. We take it a step further. We do credit approvals where we submit to an underwriter to make sure that our underwriter has seen the borrower's information as well before they even go out and look for a property.
And this is important, everybody. The reason why is if you're a home buyer looking in this hot Austin market and there are multiple offers coming in, if you're competing with other buyers, you need to look as strong as possible when you're competing against other buyers, because sometimes it just comes down to who is the best qualified. I mean, everyone's offering basically the same price within a few $100s here and there, basically the same closing date. So many times it comes down to how well qualified a buyer is and what type of qualification they've actually been issued. So
Right.
good. Thank you for that.
Yeah, and one thing I'll add to that, Kurt, is just that the more thoroughly a file is reviewed on the front end, the smoother the process is going through. You definitely want to know. Obviously, it's your money, it's your investment. You want to make sure that you've been properly vetted before you go out there and put your money down on a house.
Right. Last thing, let's say I'm looking to buy a home and I'm looking to get started with the mortgage process and I've gone to your site. How do I know what is the best mortgage for me?
Right. So that's my favorite part about this entire process is the only thing that we can do to find the best mortgage for you is to get information you need to make that decision. You know, the first thing that came to mind was for me to say, we have no idea. And that's the truth, is anybody that tells you that they know what the best mortgage is for you is lying, because at the end of the day, the responsibility of the mortgage is going to fall on our client. What I want to do is I want to make sure that my client knows what their options were and that they can make a decision on what they think is the best option for them. If I'm doing that job as a lender, then I've taken care of my client. I always put together at least 3 different options. Option A, B, and C. I go through the differences with my clients to make sure that they understand how it's going to affect their monthly payments, their long-term investment. And then I allow them to make a decision based off of that information. It's really the only way to go, because I don't want my clients to feel like they have one option and that's the only thing they could do. I want them to know everything that they have available to them.
Alejandro Juarez. Did I roll the R's right?
Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. That's better than most.
All right, man. Thanks for joining me. It's always a pleasure to have you, especially on a live video like this today. Thanks for taking a quick moment to join me. I hope that helps, guys. Anybody is looking to is on the fence about thinking about whether they should buy or they should rent, reach out to me. Reach out to Alejandro. Let us take a quick look and see if we can help you make the best decision for you and your family. And I'm Kurt Duffeck with the New Real Estate Crew. Thanks for joining me, everybody.
Bye.